Hi, Thomas.
Oh, that's the practice.
That's a good question.
Have you got an answer for that question? Or?
I'm happy that you didn't ask me to sing. Hi, I'm Thomas Frank. You've been sending in your voice notes, and today I'm going to answer them. And I have 3 blocks to use on any questions I don't want to answer.
Hi Thomas, Wilson here. I just wanted to know, who is the best player that you've ever seen live?
Easy. Best player I ever seen live is Messi. Been privileged to watch him, I think, 8 or 10 times. Exceptional, I must admit. I actually watched him against, I think it was Tottenham, wasn't it? But anyway, he was very, very good. Top player.
Hi Thomas, it's Kate here. Which current Premier League player do you think will make the best future manager?
That was a very tricky question here. It's only to be a midfielder, I think, because normally it's those who most normally become managers. I will name Rodri from City, clever midfielder. So maybe he'll be a coach or manager one day.
Why do you think Rodri would be a good manager?
Yeah, I think he's intelligent on the pitch. I think he's also quite intelligent in the press. Yeah, if you want to go into that circus.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah, I think if you want, I think it's. I understand some players that don't want to go into it. I'm a little bit from a different background, so he's been in it for maybe that's when he will stop or retire, maybe 18 years. So it's even more when you're a manager or a head coach. So and probably not as fun as playing.
You can't win a Ballon d'Or.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Hey Tom, it's Dan here. I just want to ask, which Premier League manager would you most like to go for a pint with? Thanks.
The easy one right now, of course, is my former assistant at Brentford, Keith Andrews. So we definitely need a few things to catch up on. So I'll choose him.
Have you got any other friends who are managers?
I think we all respect each other massively, because it's only us that actually know how it is to stand out there and be in the changing room, taking the decisions, go through all the scrutiny, all that. So I think the huge respect is there. Then some, over the time of the years here, you get to be closer with, and especially quite a lot of the English guys, Moyes, Sean Dyche, Brendan Rodgers, Potter, and so on. So a lot of them, yeah.
Have you ever been for pints with any of them, or?
I've been in the manager room, had a beer after, and a few we've been out to some collective dinners and speaking about everything. That's been good.
Hey Thomas, Nick here. Who's the best player you've ever coached?
That's a very tricky question here, Nick. I'll mention a few. Former Spurs player, Christian Eriksen, I think was a fantastic player. I managed to coach him when he was in my under-17 national team. I would say also both Ivan Toney, David Raya, Ollie Watkins are among them, and then another one, Pierre-Emil Højbjerg in the national team, and Andreas Christensen.
Not a bad five-a-side team.
That's okay, yeah.
Hi, Thomas.
Oh, that's the practice.
That's a good question.
Have you got an answer for that question? Or?
I'm happy that you didn't ask me to sing.
If the Premier League had halftime shows like the Super Bowl, which act would you book?
I think I would book Coldplay. I was privileged to watch them the other day. They were quite amazing, so that will be my go-to one.
What's your favourite Coldplay song?
Yeah, but that need to be that Sky Full of Stars. When they do that, that's incredible. I've of course heard it before, but when did that with the show and the armband, and that was quite impressive.
Nice.
Yours?
Mine?
Yeah?
Viva La Vida.
That's also good. I always... that for me is a football song. I think we played in different stadiums. Yeah. I think at a Euros or something like that. So.
Hey Thomas, James here. My question for you is: if there was a film on Thomas Frank, who would you get to play you and why?
That's difficult. I I know my wife is in love with Brad Pitt, so it must be Brad Pitt, so I still have a chance there. So that'll be him.
Hey Thomas, it's Ben here. I've always noticed how friendly Premier League managers are with each other on the touchline. But what I want to know is, do you guys talk to each other outside of game days?
We don't talk too much with each other outside game days. Some you have a close relationship, and then you meet them to other events, or you arrange, I've been privileged to be part of that, a few dinners, and I think it's good to speak to each other, and we can really share both ideas but also experiences, and as I said before, there's very few that are in the same situation as us.
Hi Thomas, John here. I'm a big Spurs fan, so I want to welcome you to Tottenham, of course. I've noticed our fans call you Thomas the Frank Engine, and it's catching a lot on social media. So I just wanted to ask you, do you have any other nicknames? Come on, you Spurs.
Thanks, John. Thank you for your support. Franke, so I was called that a bit when I was studying university.
Do you like the new nickname, Thomas the Frank Engine?
Yeah, of course I've been told about it like now, so I think it's okay. Yeah.
You know what it's from? Or?
Yeah, that
kid show.
Kid show. Yeah, exactly.
Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah.
Hey Thomas, Akash here. If you could bring back one Spurs player from the past, who would it be?
Oh, there's a lot of good players who's played for this fantastic club. I would say the standout one for me would be Glenn Hoddle. A fantastic player, vision, technique, abilities, so that would be the one.
Hi Thomas, my question for you. If you could have your dream paddle match, who would the other 3 players be?
That's a great question. It's a little bit tricky because it'll be nice to say some famous guys or girls or whatever to play with. And I think the best thing about playing paddle, in my opinion, is if you have a very even match and have some great rallies. And so the one I know would be my go-to would be the 3 I used to play the most with in Brentford when I was in Brentford. So right now there'll be the 3 guys there: Barney, Kev, and Reece, because we had some incredible matches. So it's a little bit boring, but that's my go-to.
Is it true you're building a paddle court here?
I don't know if I'm building anything, but there's rumors that there's been building a paddle court here, which I'm very happy with.
You'll never walk alone. And then it ends, and it's never sung again. That's a banger, and you know it.
Not intimidating at all.